Hello, and good evening everybody, and welcome back to the Ultimate Formula. Welcome to TUF2 round 10 around Suzuka, Japan. I'm joined tonight by Sean. Sean, good evening.
Good evening, Court.
And I'm really looking forward to this one as a spectator. We did this back in season 1 for TUF2, and both of us bottled this from the lead, I believe.
Yeah, I had the net lead, but then I met up with Woods the first turn. So.
And talking about Woods, he's just joined the session late as ever, so he's just missed out and will start from the back. So unlucky Woods. Just a couple of things to mention then. So Kachau can wrap up the championship this evening. He needs 5th plus the fastest lap, or 4th and higher to rule Jeeves out. Or he needs 2nd plus the fastest lap, or a win to rule out Weavesy. So, I mean, win it and it's in the bag completely with a round to go. Or if he secures 2nd and fastest lap, he wins it. So it's looking good for him at the moment.
Yeah, some stiff competition out there though tonight. He's going to have a hard job reaching that podium, I think. He's had 4 wins already this season. That's impressive. It's very impressive.
Yep, and as you said, one more, and he will be the champion. So it looks like Pricey was the first out. Shea, incidentally, along with Kills and TT, have gone for mediums on their first run so far. Shea as well, trying out no assists tonight, not even the line. So,
did he ask you to tell that?
Of course, he asked me to mention it in stream. I mean, I would have mentioned it anyway. But yeah, there we go. He's not one to usually boast.
No, he isn't. That's not how we know him.
No, he's such a modest guy.
Let's see how he does.
It's not the easiest track to be trying out no assists, really, is it? Particularly with no line.
Yeah, especially turn 1 where you brake mid-corner, start braking mid-corner, and a couple of turns later on as well. So yeah, he's been practicing all day, he said. So let's see what happens. So
we're going on board with Pricey, who's coming around the first sector. These S's, of course, so tricky, but you should find plenty of grip on these soft tyres, but for how long during the race remains to be seen. I don't think they'll be going flat out through that section too often in the race.
No, they won't. I think soft tires will last you like 9 laps, something like that. So we'll have to see what the strategy is going to be, but hards go a long way on this track.
Yeah. Are the hards mandatory still, or not?
I don't believe so.
I imagine we'll see a lot of people going for the one stop with the hards though. As I said, the softs don't tend to last too long, and the mediums, to be fair, don't think last too much longer anyway.
No. Seacoast purple in sector 2.
And we've got, I believe that's his teammate going wide there, and he's abandoned the lap. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't go in the pit either.
No, it's a straight. Okay. So Shea comes through then, there's a 28 flat in the mediums to take P1. Let's have a look, we've got Jeeves, that's sector 1, Kachau's coming up through sector 3 now. Stu goes quickest, 27.7. So what is Pricey thinking then?
I don't know. I mean, the logical thing to do would be go into the pits, 26.7, but...
So it's a good lap from quicker than Stu, so that's a massive lap so far from Kachau. Quinn's put himself into P6 of the 29.9, currently the slowest completed time. Weavesy's coming across the line now, and he goes quickest to the 26.2.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna dip in 25 tonight.
Yeah. Just on board the kills as he comes onto the chicane. And then I'll jump on board with Jeeves. First kill's going to put himself. Ooh, kills the 27.3 on mediums.
Very good lap.
Where is Jeeves?
He just did a lap, another good time.
Okay, do a lap.
Yeah, do these on the lap on the stop tire. Coming up the Deckner turns. Ooh, little wobble there. Good exit.
Goes purple through sector 1. I'm seeing this quite a lot during qualifying on the stream, so I don't know. But naturally, I think that was their quickest in the session, but I'm not 100% certain that that's the case.
Normally, it should be the fastest in the session, but I've heard that it gives you purple when you're faster than the people around you. So, like for duty, it's a couple of people in front of him when he invalidates.
Yeah, so he'll have to go back in and fit fresh tyres. Get another run under his belt. So Jeeves then, he's done one run already on these tyres. So he did run wide. He was the one that ran wide in the first sector. So let's see if he pops into the pit. So if he finishes the lap, he's going to finish it. And he goes P3. So he'd be hoping to go faster just because of the extra extra laps life on those tyres.
Yeah, there's still some time for him to make up with the fresh set. It's tricky though. Running into traffic on this track during quali is can be a problem.
Yeah.
Pretty tight as well, so.
Yeah, extremely narrow. It's not going to see a massive amount of overtaking this evening.
No, it's going to be a strategy race. Perhaps into turn 1 and maybe some side by sides on the back straight towards 130R. But it's so hard to follow.
Ooh, Misha has a bit of a wobble coming out of the hairpin. There's a lot of guys opting for the mediums on their second runs, so this may be a good strategy for some of these guys to run a medium hard race.
Yeah, it gives you options, of course, the medium. If you start on the mediums and there's a safety car during the race, it gives you more options to what to go to. So let's see what happens, but I wouldn't bother in qualification anyway with the medium compound.
Misha pops himself up in the P10, so I was just looking at his ERS there. So the ERS seems to run out pretty early. He'd run out of the ERS before he'd even got to the chicane, so...
Yeah, that happens on a lot of laps in qualification online.
Oh, was Misha trying to get out of the way of Stu and almost ruined his line there, but thankfully there was no contact. So Stu's come back out. He's one of those that's come back out in mediums. Let's have a look at his sector time. So he's just a 10th off through sector 1, so... What would you be going forward? Do you think you'd try and just get track position on softs and let the strategy work that way, or...?
Definitely. In the first couple, especially in lap 1, through the S's, a lot of cars very close to each other, so you want to stay out of trouble. That's the main thing. So you want to qualify as high as up front as possible.
I'm going to predict we get a random, not random, but someone we don't necessarily expect on the podium tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that can finish on the podium in this division. There's like 4 or 5 people that have the pace for it, I think. Like Weavesy, Kachau, Jeeves. Normally they divide the podium positions amongst each other. But as well, Pricey can win a race, Kills can finish up the podium, Duty has his quick days as well.
I'm gonna say one of Waitsy, Backmarker, Stu, or Jag gets a podium tonight. One of those 4. I don't know which one, but I feel like one of them. And some of these boys are going to have issues around these S's and end up in it. Shea's improved by just under a second and goes P3 with a 27 flat, so still a lot of ground to make up before he gets anywhere near Weavesy's pace there. Pricey's out again on mediums. Here is Jag, and he pops himself up in a P4.
Yeah, decent lap from him. It's also a circuit where setup is very important. Like you can go quick over one lap, but with heavy cars and heavy fuel load, you need to have a stable rear.
Yeah.
Don't want to have a hard time going onto the throttle. So let's see what happens. It's a tricky track, demanding, I would say.
Yeah, full focus. Like you said, with a heavy fuel load coming through this first sector in particular, it's an absolute nightmare. So it was, like I said, it was Jeeves who ran wide on his first run, hence the 12-second improvement so far through the first sector. Kachau has invalidated his second run, so he's back in the pits.
Jeeves coming up spoon in a hot lap. Locks up a little bit. This is the apex, but keeps it going.
We've got our first retirement of the session as Max retires. Not doing too well in qualifying this season, Max, I've noticed.
No.
I don't know if there's genuine retirement or whether he just wants to start from the back. I'm not sure. But there we go. Jeeves pops himself up into P3.
Kills P4.
There's a big gap to Weavesy. I don't know whether he's just absolutely nailed that lap, because these boys are struggling to get anywhere near that time at the moment. Trunders is invalidated as well, but is he going to go for another run? It looks like he is. Let's have a look.
He had a poor exit though out of the chicane. He's going to lose a lot of time already on this straight.
He's currently a 10th down on his teammate on the medium tyre.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Someone going off there. I think it's Ferrari. Oh, and invalidates.
Yeah. I feel like he maybe doesn't trust his setup there from what I was getting from that onboard.
Seems to be very cautious.
Yeah.
Paul Memberry joined the session as well.
Yeah. Did he join late as well? I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately he's going to start from the back as well. I was really rooting for him last week in France, where he took his hard tyres to the changeover period and got really unfortunate with the safety car, and don't think he came anywhere near the points in the end, but it was a great outing for him up until that point.
A lot of people in the pits at the moment. 3 minutes to go.
What do you do on your final run? Do you try and get your final run timed as close to 0 as you can, or do you just want to get it done and let everybody else scrap over the last few seconds?
Yeah, I just don't want to be I feel like putting a good lap in. I'm not good at qualification anyway, but I feel like putting a good lap in, I need to have as less pressure as possible. So if I'm out on a busy track in the last minute, I don't feel comfortable. So I tend to go out a little bit earlier. I know it's not ideal, but track is obviously better.
Yeah.
Towards the end, but I don't know. I just hate driving in traffic.
There's taking advantage of a clear circuit there was Old Man Barry, improves by 1.4 seconds and pops himself up into P8, so there was a nice lap from him. Woods is in P9, and then let's have a look. I don't know if he's on another fast lap. I think he is.
Usually he's back out on track. Pricey as well on the soft tire. On the back straight at the moment.
Woods coming around the last corner, and he stays P9. Oh, that was his out lap. I beg your pardon. Backmarker's got himself up with P5. He improves by 1.1 seconds. It's a big lap from there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I mentioned Backmarker as one of my outside choices for podium, but if I didn't, I should have.
Yeah, Backmarker, he's running in some bad luck lately. I mean, if you like Stu, his racing performance has been very decent lately. Keeps his nose clean. Staying out of trouble, it helps a lot.
I feel like with Backmarker, he should be a lot more aggressive. I feel like he's not that he should, be running people off the road, but I feel like he's too respectful to the guys around him, and that allows them to gain the advantage on him. I'd like to see him just pop his elbows out a little bit and make the guys fight for the positions.
Claim his space on track.
Pricey's on a hot lap, but is coming up behind a little bit of traffic, so Gwyneth currently needs to get out of the way, ideally, and he does.
Half a second, not enough for Paul. Might be enough for P2 though.
Let's have a look. And it is for now. Still a massive gap though, 4:10 still behind this man, Weavesy. And he's improving at the moment. It's definitely my pick for the race win tonight.
Yeah, Wishi has been very solid in qualification and in the races. He's the man to beat, definitely. He just decided to turn up a little bit late this season, with Kachau running away with the championship at the moment.
I think he's one that ran into quite a bit of bad luck as well, and he does improve by 0.2. We do get into the 25s then with Weavesy. Kachau is improving but not by enough as it stands. I'll jump on board with Jeeves first because he's further along. Shea retires from P8, so
decent result.
Yeah. It's pricey going for another lap, so look. So Jeeves is improving. Could go P2, yeah, and he does. We got Kills coming around the chicane now. And he pops himself out of the P2. And then Chow has a wobble. He's just shy of 0.5 up before that, and he goes P2. Pricey is, I believe that's it. Duty maybe will be the last one. Let's have a look. Oh no. No, Duty's nowhere near, so this is going to be an in lap. So that's qualifying done then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 310 go on.
Every time I see people coming out to chicane, and I remember how long that fucking bomb was in the course on the start of the straight. But they got it out eventually. Took them 4 years.
Right, so Weavesy then, an impressive qualifying with 125.9, big 3/10 to Kachow in P2. If it ends like this and Kachow manages to get the fastest lap, as we said, Kachow will win the championship tonight. Kills in P3 ahead of Jeeves. Pricey, Backmarker, Jag, Shea and Oman Barry and Woods round up the top 10. Stu's in 11th, Waitsy comes in 12th on mediums, Trunders, Doody, Wheelie, Sir Quineth, Misha, TT and Max doesn't set the time.
No. So. Yeah, Backmarker looking strong.
Yeah.
P6.
Did he win the Grand Prix last time?
No, he got a drive-through penalty in the lead, from the lead.
Dobby's just popped a message in the chat and he said just looked at Division 1 times from last season and that would have been P3 for Weavesy in Division 1.
Yeah, he will be a good addition if he goes up.
Beefs is in the chat as well. Beefs, what's going on? So yeah, that's incredible to be P3. So you're in amongst the likes of Julian, Luca, Darby, Andy, Rissa as well, Baraka maybe. So it's that's some company.
Yeah.
But of course, you don't win the race in qualifying.
No. It's a dry race.
Dobby said he did a 26.2. Jesus. So 3/10 quicker, Weavesy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a quick look at the tyres then. What's everyone gone for? So the top 10 obviously starting on the softs they qualified on. Outside of that, Wheelie and Misha have both gone for softs, and everybody else starting on medium tyres.
Yeah, there we have the predicted pit stop strategies. 1 stop or 2 stop.
Yeah, so they're projecting lap 9 or 10 for the hards, so lap 7 for a 2 stop.
Yeah, I don't think the 2 stop is a good idea. I mean, you're gonna end up in traffic. There's a lot of things going on with the pit stops tonight. Like, if P11 Waitsy in this has a good pace enough in the race and is within the pit window of P1 when he does a pit stop, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, and I think the chances are, like, it's not just this a divisional thing, as I know I do make fun of TUF2 getting quite a lot of safety cars, and I do whinge about it every now and again, but I do think this track we're bound to get one at some point. And it could just come down to who chooses the optimal time to come in and make a stop.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't surprise if we got at least 2 or 3 safety cars on this track. And we got a couple of people trying to hold the pack up a little bit. Who are you going for then, Show?
I'm gonna say Weavesy, G's and Kills.
Nice.
just to make the championship a little bit interesting for the final round.
That's what we all want. Chow wants to get the championship rounded off so he can enjoy the Champions League next week, but could be in your own championship here, mate. Okay, and we got 5 lights and we're off. Both the front two seem to get a good launch kills as a lovely start and switches to the inside, but he's got the 2 Williams drivers coming up the inside of him already and back marker. Weavesy's already lost the place then to Kachow. Pricey's made up 2 off the start. And Kills did drop 3 just by coming across. And we've got yellow flags already. We've got Jag Kings has dropped to the back. And he's had an instant, I think, with Max on the opening lap there.
Your wing seems alright, so no damage done.
And we've got old man Barry making a move on Kills. He's had a great start as well, up 3 places now into P6. Kills dropped 4 places on the opening laps. Not a fantastic start from Kills.
No.
An important jump from Kachow there at the start, but it's going to be a long race to try and keep Weavesy behind him.
No incidents so far. Everyone came cleanly through the S's. See, can he close down in his chicane? We see and go for attempt. Good exit from Kachow. No DRS as yet.
The timing screen's having a moment as Weavesy has a little look on the inside. He peeks it but thinks better of it. As you were coming down, old man Barry goes a bit wide. Kills is interested in getting this place back, but can't quite find the opportunity just yet. And it'd be great if these timing screens could sort themselves out soon, so we know where we're at.
Back marker keeping up with G's. He's looking good so far.
Yeah.
Feels at home here in Japan.
And he's started to drop Barry a little bit, almost out of the DRS range, and there's a big train then forming behind Barry. Back marker will be hoping to keep onto the back of the guys in front and stay in their DRS train.
Kachow pulled out a massive gap already in 1 lap, 1.3 seconds.
So yeah, the guys so far in 2nd and 3rd as it stands won't be getting DRS. Oh, Shay locks up. Stu's looking. You have to go around. Oh, and Stu gets off the power and allows Shay to get back on. Duty's at the moment. There we go. We've got Duty's retired then, so I think that's on the S's.
Yeah.
Woods is
spawn.
Yeah, so I don't know if the 2 Haas drivers there have had a collision or if. No, I think Woods has just had a moment of his own, to be honest.
Yeah. In turn 1.
Wheelie's coming down. Has Wheelie stopped? Oh. So Wheelie came in and Shay's picked up a drive-through for speeding. Wheelie's come in then, so he's the first one that's made a pit stop and he's chucked on fresh mediums. So the VSC is over and Pricey's managed to knock off a couple of tenths and get into Weavesy's DRS range, but he's got a big gap to his teammate. He's dropped his teammate completely. And I think
back marker is right behind him, lining up his car for a move maybe. Cuts the chicane.
And Pricey has a wobble coming out of the chicane as well, so he's not going to be able to get close enough. Let's see if back marker can. Got a couple of moves as Shay and Stu come in the pits. Ooh, back marker. No.
Oh, there's a bit wide there. Jeeves pulls out a little bit again. And Weavesy managed to get inside the DRS range again of Kachao.
Is there only one DRS zone here?
Yeah. Start finish, that's it.
Don't see why there shouldn't be one coming up here, to be honest.
Yeah, same. They say it's too tricky with this turn, open DRS. It's just a very typical track, this one. Like, all the turns are very fast. Sometimes you don't even have to brake going into the turn, so the DRS stays open.
Yeah. The Kills has popped himself back up in a P6. He got past Oman Barry, I think. Oman 30, yeah. Weavesy still not quite close enough to get a move under DRS. And backmarker's lost a bit of time to Jeeves as well.
Yeah, Kachao drained his battery already. He's down to 60% of ERS left. And Weavesy looking a lot better.
Yeah. We've got yellow flags in sector 1, so someone's at a moment. I think it's Quinn because he's dropping down the order. Yeah.
Yeah, broke his wing as well. He'll be heading back into the pits. What happened to Shay and Stu? They both lost a lot of.
I think they both picked up drive-throughs under that VSC.
Ah, all right.
Because they haven't had a change of tyre. Woods, of course, did. Woods did change, and he's gone straight onto the hards. Yeah, you just feel like Weavesy just needs to be a bit patient here and keep making Kachao use up all his ERS, and the opportunity will come for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be close this lap, I think. We're almost coming up on the first set of pit stops. I want to see to the leader. Yeah, Waitsy's only 9 seconds behind the leader. So if they are gonna do a pit stop next couple of laps, they're gonna go down into P10 maybe even. With a couple of guys on mediums in front of them, so.
Well, projected for the 2-stop was lap 7 as Wheelie retires, and there is the safety car, so we will see, I'm sure, this top 7 at least pit. I wonder if these medium runners will keep track position to stay out a bit longer.
Yeah.
Let's try and
it's
see.
It's going to be a recipe for disaster, but I think you're right. These guys are going to pit, put on the hard tire.
So yeah, Wheelie's instant was on the S's. So we've had 2 retirements from there already, as we projected. So Jeeves is the one that's going to stay out. Of course, he would have had to have double stacked with Pricey. This the problem with these two being so closely matched in pace is they always seem to be around each other when safety cars come out. So everyone's seemingly going for the hards. Waitsy came in, Trunders stayed out, TT also stayed out. And this could be extremely costly for Jeeves then, because he's going to have to come in the next lap. And I think he will be one that comes back out around P10, P11. Maybe even further if no, actually I think it'll be further down because most of the grid will be able to catch up by then.
Yeah. Chow opted to go for the mediums and Weezy's on the hard, so there's a tire difference there. But ultimately they didn't lose that many places.
So this could be a smart play from Kuchau then. He's going to have the faster tyre when we get going again. Might want to try and create a bit of a gap to Weavesy in behind because he was under a bit of pressure. And then you come back in later on and would we think softs or another medium run? I probably think another medium run would be better.
Yeah, probably. It's all gonna come down how easy they're gonna pass through this traffic in front of them.
Yeah, well we got Jeeves I assume will come back in. They've only then got to clear the two in front, which are Trunders and TT. They are on 6-lap old mediums.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. I think. But if you ask me, I think Weezy made the best decision out of the two.
Yeah, I think so. He's well, yeah, but it's aggressive from Kuchau though. It's I do like that sort of thinking.
Yeah.
But we know Weezy. Go on.
He's gone for the safe option. Like he can finish this race on this set.
Yeah.
Those mediums of Kuchau, I don't know.
And we know he's great in his tyres as well. So Jeeves stays out then.
Yeah.
So okay, he's maybe then going to try and come in, maybe put a couple more laps on these softs and then come in for hards and hope they'll carry him to the end of the race. I really wanted to see a lap of Liam in the lead, to be honest.
Yeah, I think like Jeeves double stacking in the pits wasn't an option, so like he might as well stay out for now. You don't know what's going to happen behind them. Some people might tangle up, and it's not going to be in his advantage if that happens. So yeah, good decision from him, staying out.
I'd love to see the percentage of the tyres. There was obviously a few years ago you could actually see the percentage of the tyres on the spectator menu, but they took that out. I would like to see what Jeeves are on at the moment because we'd be able to map out how much further they'd be able to go.
Yeah. Yeah, on this game you can't really run the tires that high up in the percentages. Like they're gonna lose grip after 40% already. They're gonna lose some performance already. So, like in the other games, you easily go 70, 80%.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, I thought Waitsy might have been another one that stayed out on his mediums. He came in, but he's put the softs on. So.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
So he's gone aggressive as well, and he's going to have to clear quite a few cars. The four in front of him are on hard tyres though, so if he can clear them and set himself up nicely for the final stint, he may be on for a good result, but he's going to have to get aggressive. Same with Shea down in P14 now.
Yeah, it's such a hard track to overtake, so... Oh, we're going in.
Yeah. A late call from the safety car, but it is in. And Jeeves will lead us over the line.
He's waiting.
And he's gone.
There you go.
Oh! He has a wobble, but thankfully Trunders wasn't awake, and TT is in his slipstream and might look for a move into turn one. Thinks better of it. As we get a lovely
Nothing
shot through turn
changing.
1. No.
Yeah, there was a nice shot. Nothing changed at the moment.
And we have got back marker just getting past Pricey. Today's feeling really racy tonight. Gets past Pricey, and Max is next up for him with old mediums. Waitsy looking up the inside of Ulman Barry. There's a little bit of contact. Shea makes a move on Misha. There's contact there too. Shea looks like he pushes Misha a bit wide.
Max had a wobble out of there. Pin is now side to side with back marker into Spoon.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. That's so unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what we were talking about. Was obviously Max threw one up the inside. Kachow gets past TT. Max came back, threw one up in the inside, and then back marker actually did get his elbows out a little bit, and ends up going for a spin, which is really disappointing.
Yeah. Made a massive move on the Pricey. Like that could have been a move for the podium even.
Yeah. Oh, Weavesy's close to Kachow. Kachow's not lighting up his soft tyres yet, and we are getting a lot of time penalties here. Flying in.
Yeah, TT is holding up the bunch behind him. On those 9 left old tires.
Pricey's now up on the inside of Max, and that's an easy move for him. Woods retires, and Shea gets a 5-second penalty for the collision. So again, that's one we'll sure be looking at later. Not a great race so far for Shea, and I think Kills is at a moment because he's just lost a couple of places, and Waitsy's now looking to make a move around the outside of Max. Max braking early, Waitsy slips around the outside. And Max has a moment on the curb, it allows Kills maybe to get up on the inside of him. And
Max
does.
is struggling.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see a wing flying there.
Oh, he's looking for the switch back on Kills. He's got the outside line though, coming into the chicane. And Kills gets the place. So we've seen quite a few moves on the restart without DRS, as Jag's now got himself past Max as well. Kachow's now right up the back of Trunders in P2. You want to clear him obviously as quick as he can because he's got Weavesy in behind.
Yeah, I think Pricey is missing a part of his front wing.
Well, old man Barry is closing up, and he's closing up really fast. Ooh, get close. Yeah, there's a big train forming.
Trunders hanging on quite nicely up front.
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah.
He has just dropped out of Jeeves's DRS though. And Kachow's looking like he wants to make a move. Oh, he switches to the inside, brakes really late. Sends it Daniel Ricciardo style and gets the DRS as well. Trunders trying to make a move back, but Weavesy's coming in behind as well. Weavesy gets past easily. Can he get 2 moves done? He's going to have to go around the outside of Kachow through turn 1. But he has to settle for P3.
Great racing.
Yeah. Oh, Mambari clips the curb. Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of guys who are having great races just be caught out by these curbs. That promotes Waitsy into P7, so Can he get past Pricey again? This could be another battle that's for a podium come the end of the night.
Yeah, Price is still running around with his half wing. He's gonna have a lot of understeer into Spoon.
Seems to deal with that pretty well though.
Yeah. Which he did make up a lot of time.
Jeeves goes for another lap. Kachow's got DRS on him though. And he's a lot quicker. Jeeves moves slightly to the inside. Kachow gets around. And moves into the lead of the Grand Prix once again. Weavesy has to stay in P3 for now. And Waitsy does get past. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pricey looks like he's really struggling through this S section. Kills right on the back of him.
Yeah, that's the problem being on the hard tire, right? If you got damage, it's your only set. And can you make it on the mediums until the end from now? Another virtual safety car.
Yeah, as for Misha, he's the latest to be condemned to the S section in Sector 1. Don't think there's anyone close enough to capitalise with a pit stop, no. So everyone obviously has to watch their delta, because you don't want to pick up a silly penalty.
Yeah, we're about halfway, and we're going again.
So Beef's asking, sorry if you missed it, what does Kachow need in order to win the title? So basically, mate, if he wins the championship. He needs to get second with the fastest lap or win.
Ooh, Old Man Barry, Shay and Stu.
Oh, Shay's up on the inside of Old Man Barry. Old Man Barry goes a bit wide. Can Stu throw one up on the outside as well? He does. There's 2 places. He's lost there. Yeah, sorry. So if Kachow gets 5th of the fastest lap or finishes 4th, he rules out Jeeves, sorry. And if he finishes 2nd with the fastest lap or wins, that rules out Weavesy. So we've got another yellow flag. I presume that's maybe Old Man Barry. Or was Quinn at a moment?
No, Quinn. Yeah, Quinn had a spin. Or a collision maybe. Missing a part of his wing again. Wait, he is looking good. It's a shame though he's on the soft tire.
Yeah.
2 people in front of him are still going to have to do a pit stop.
Yeah, and I wonder.
Could have been a podium. Yeah.
I wonder how far they're going to go. Are they going to try and go maybe for a medium soft? I mean, if they can get these tires 3-4 more laps, I mean the softs will go to the end, and that could be a master stroke from Trunders and TT. But Waitsy throws one up on the inside. And he's past TT now into P4, so the Merc boys are having a good race so far. But of course, if they are on the soft tyres later on in the race, they're going to be so much faster than everybody else.
Yeah, I think Waitsy is kicking himself now. He put on the soft tyre. Of course, you can't speculate to go with that it goes like this, but. It's a shame.
Quinn's lost it on the pit straight. He come into the pits and retired, I think, maybe. So 5 down already. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing these two Merc boys both having to pit. Trunders will be on the faster tyre, presumably in the last stint, and they're going to have to watch that they don't pit the same lap. So Waitsy really needs to get past and try and create a gap. He does have DRS. And he's already passed and into P3.
Yeah, it's hammer time now for Racy.
As Kills gets past Pricey as well. And Dobby saying I think the hard tyre was the tyre to choose, and I think you're right, because I mean, look at the gap out front, it's only 1.6 seconds. Gachow's on the faster tyre, and Pricey rides the curb a little bit and nearly loses the car.
Kills is looking good for a podium here. Does have a penalty, but...
Yeah, let's have a look at the penalties quickly so the spectators can see. Yeah, the gaps just don't seem big enough for the likes of Trunders and TT to come back in, and they're probably still going to come back out, what, P13?
Yeah.
He did completely missed Jeeves' pit stop, really sorry, he's come back out in P13, so we'll see how much quicker these tyres are. But he's got a lot of ground to make up. If I was Trunders and TT, I'd probably be looking to come in this lap, and they have.
Yeah.
Need to try and cover off that pit stop from Jeeves, because it could be for the last podium position. I assume they'll both go to softs.
How long did they run on those mediums?
17 laps. Yeah.
Yeah, so presumably the Kachow and Jack. It's gonna be a stretch towards the end.
Oh, TT has a moment coming out. Were they both on medium tyres? TT and Trunders.
Yeah.
Yeah, TT's had a mare then. He's fitted another set of mediums.
I think they were anyway. I'll have a look in the race director.
I am pretty sure they were mediums. So, if that's the case, that's his race unfortunately ruined. Yeah, I thought so. He could have had a top 5 or 6 finish maybe.
TT from medium to medium.
So the hopes for an outsider podium then might lie with Trunders. There's a 6-second gap he's got to make up to Jeeves though.
I think Kills has got the best papers at the moment. He can go to the end on these tires. 10 more laps to go.
Jag's another one that's going to have to go pretty long on these medium tyres. We might see another pit stop from him as well.
Yeah.
As Max comes in for his pit stop, and he's gone for softs as well. But Pricey's still doing alright, considering he's got a bit of wing damage.
Yeah.
And as I say it, we've got yellow flags again in sector 1. Is that Stu maybe? Yeah, Stu's gone for a spin.
So assuming Kachow still has to do a pit stop, he will be coming back in P8. But then Waits, he still has to do a pit stop. Jack probably, and Shay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got the championship decided tonight.
No.
It's gonna be close.
I tell you what, with those guys who still need a pit, I wouldn't rule out backmarker managing to recover and get a podium. It all depends on penalties, of course. Yeah. As we do see Jag come in. Oh, sorry, Waitsy's in.
Yeah,
and he's put on. He's put softs on. He's already stopped once, hasn't he? So it's alright.
Yeah.
I thought he'd made a mistake there and gone softs off, but no, he's fine. Shay's in as well, and he'd probably do the same and go for softs. Interested to see this gap now between Waitsy and Trunders, because they were right by each other on track before Trunders' pit stop, and Jag's gone wide. And he's had a spin, and that might be his chance for podium out the window.
Yeah.
And yeah, the gap's only 8/10, so I don't know whether Trunders hasn't had a good couple of outlaps.
Yeah,
And
Jack lost it.
Jeeves has managed to get himself quite quietly all the way up into P6.
Yeah. 7 seconds towards backmarker with 8 more laps to go. That's definitely possible.
Yeah, and if you look at the penalties as well.
We see very within DRS now again from Kachau. Kachau starts with the roughing off.
Yeah, I think he needs to make a decision here. Does he play it safe and just take it to next week and see what hand he's dealt next week, or does he try and risk it all tonight? And I don't think that's the smart strategy. I think he just has to take this to Spain next week.
Yeah, collateral damage.
Yeah,
he
you're
needs
right.
to pick up some points here. He needs to pick up some points.
Yeah. Waitsy's disposed of his teammates, so he's now up in a P7. 3.8 is the gap to Jeeves in P6. And Kills picks up another penalty, which may be costly come the end of the race. Oh, Pricey has a moment coming out of the hairpin. If he manages to get a podium out of this, it'll be an absolutely fantastic result. Given he's done over half this race. On these tyres, we've got another VSC.
Where's Kachau? Ooh, what's he gonna do?
He's got to do it. He's got to do it.
Yeah.
He can maybe come out P6. He should. He'll come out ahead of that. He stays out.
Yeah.
I think he may have come out in P3. You know. That's a bad decision for me. However, he may be able to take these tyres all the way and shut us up, but
I will be surprised.
Backmarker. He does it again in Japan. Pricey's in, so Pricey tried to take advantage. But the VSC's ended, so he's really been caught out, and he's gone for a wing change. I did say I was feeling Waitsy for a podium, and you know what? I said I'm sure I said Waitsy and backmarker were two. Backmarker's obviously now going to drive through those, so that rules him out.
You named half the grid, but
I'm sure I said. Come on, I'm sure I said 4.
Yeah, true.
Give me that.
Stu, Waitsy, backmarker. Those were the names I think you called.
And Jag, I think. Or might have said Kills. Either way.
It's a shame for backmarker. A costly mistake. Jeeves, he's gonna close down this gap. Will it be enough though? I don't know. Waitsy only 3 seconds behind Jeeves. He's on a quick set of tires. podium is far away though. It's 15 seconds, is it? Yeah.
For Jeeves.
For Waitsy.
12, 19,
Minus
24,
penalties.
27, take away, it's about 20 seconds, yeah. It's tremendous, that's the fastest lap. Go on, son. Regardless of what we see, one thing we do know is Weavesy's going to have to try and get an overtake to save his championship.
He'll get his chance, I think. These couple of laps, the tires from Kachao are gonna feel terrible. And if I look at the ERS levels, I think Weavesy is building up some extra ERS battery lifetime to go for a final push. Whereas Kachao has got a drained battery. Yeah, back marker surfing his drive-through.
Yeah. Can maybe come out P8, potentially.
Yeah, he's gonna be eaten up though by those guys around him.
Yeah.
Massive tire difference.
Pricey sets the fastest lap. And his P7 back marker comes out, sorry. Weavesy though, now inside this DRS range of Kachao ahead. As Pricey disposes the Jag, and he's now up into P8 with the fastest lap. 4.3 if he wants to get after back marker. Max makes a move on Jag as well. Waitsy's closing this gap on Jeeves. 1.6 seconds is the gap now. So Waitsy's fancying himself that podium.
Yeah.
But I think the gap's way too big for a podium, but P4, P5's on the cards.
Yeah, Kachao is on the clipping point. His battery is gonna turn off quite some time now. We'll probably see the backlights start flashing. And this is gonna be a major advantage to Weavesy. He's gonna see that light turn bright red. Weavesy is edging his fuel load. Exciting. 3 more laps, we're almost there.
Yeah, it's got a lot more, of course, as you say, in the RS to use. But he can't seem to get close enough as of yet. Can he get a nicer exit through the final corner and make him move up into turn 1? Get on board with Waitsy as well, as he's getting at the back of Jeeves. We'll just hop on board with the guys up front, as Weavesy's not quite close enough, but can Waitsy make a move on Jeeves as they come into the chicane? Not close enough yet, but will have DRS coming down the pit straight. Jeeves goes defensive. Waitsy's going to have to go the long way round.
Beautiful move.
He makes the move.
Gets it done.
Nicely done, Waitsy. Now the This looks like the lap then for Weavesy. He's extremely close now coming up this back straight. Yeah. Chow's tyres are pretty dead. Goes defensive. Weavesy with DRS. Again, gonna have to go on the outside. And gets the move done. So his championship hopes may still be hanging on by a thread, but he still has a chance.
Kachau needs the fastest lap now.
Yeah, he'd need the fastest lap, but with 18 lap old medium tyres,
it's not going to happen.
No, the fastest lap was set by, I believe, Pricey. So, and he's on new softs, so I can't see it. He could still make a move back, of course. He's really close to Weavesy, so it is possible that he makes a move if he can stay in the DRS range. Both locking up coming into the chicane. Weavesy has a nicer exit. Pricey has the fastest lap so far, Rick.
Yeah.
As old man Barry retires. Kachau not quite close enough, but nearly gets too close.
Final lap.
Yeah. It's been a really entertaining race, to be honest. I was a bit nervous for this one, but I've really enjoyed it. Seen some great racing.
Some brave decisions on the strategy as well. Some harsh penalties, back marker, and a podium in grasp. Unfortunately, made some mistakes.
Yeah. Pricey will feel like he could have had a podium as well had he not picked up that wing damage. Jeeves, of course, had to go longer on his first stint because of the double stacking on safety car.
Yeah. Waitsy putting on the soft tire during the pit stop on the safety car.
Yeah. Yeah. But to be fair, Kills has been solidly efficient, and Weavesy comes home to take the win in Japan. Kachau comes home in P2, not quite the champion yet. He will need, I believe, 1 point to pick the championship up next week in Spain. Kills is going to come home in P3 for a fantastic podium. Waitsy is going to come home in P4, but I believe will drop down to P5 after the penalties. He was only 6/10 away from keeping that P4, and Jeeves does jump him. Trunda's a fantastic result for him. Worked that safety car extremely well and comes home for P6. Pricey recovers for P7. Backmarker's going to come home in P8. Will Max jump in? Yeah, Max does jump in into 8th. Che gets 2 points as well as he jumps back marker. Jag finishes 11th. And Stu's going to come home in last in P12. So in all fairness to Kachau, he wasn't able to get away from Weavesy, but he did manage to take those softs 20 laps, which is incredible, really.
Yeah, good effort.
You may look at that and think maybe it was Weavesy then that made the mistake not to go on the mediums rather than... Sorry, I said soft, I meant mediums. Maybe it was Weavesy that made the mistake going for the hards rather than the mediums. I'd like to see... I'd love to know what what percentage his tyres are on at the end there, to be honest.
A very good drive from Weavesy.
Yeah, I'd say the top two were extremely solid.
Got pole and takes the win.
Yeah, I'm saying that Weavesy made a mistake to come on the yards, he ended up winning the race, so it wasn't much of a mistake. But that's why I don't get paid, guys. Weavesy then takes the win. Cachao comes home in P2 and will need a solitary point next week in Spain to claim the TUF2 World Championship kills with a fantastic third place. Jeeves comes home in P4, Waitsy and Trunders 5 and 6. Pricey comes home in P7 with the fastest lap. Max comes home in P8, Shea 9th, Backmarker 10th. Jags in 11th, Stu in 12th, and then we had retirements from Old Man Barry, TT, Quinn, Misha, Woods, Wheelie and Duty. You can join us again, guys, on Sunday for round 2 of the weekend league. We are at the Netherlands. You could alternatively join us here again for the season finale in TUF2 next Wednesday for the Spanish Grand Prix. And TUF1 next week are in France, I believe.
Yes, France.
There we go. So that will be the penultimate race, of course. It won't be the end because we do have a Bahrain rerun to finish the season in TUF1. Sean, who is your driver of the day?
I'm going to go with Weavesy, taking pole and taking the win in Japan. Yeah, solid effort.
Yeah, I would not argue with you one bit. It's been a thoroughly enjoyable Grand Prix. Some fantastic driving from the guys. And we look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.